I've worked with retirees now for 12 years and hundreds of households. And what I've found is the most common regrets are not financial. So if you're nearing retirement or you're in it, today I want to share the top two regrets that I've seen and how you can avoid them. The first one is not enjoying the retirement you want. And this has a very specific origin or cause. I found that when folks aren't clear about how much they're able to spend sustainably, they end up underspending what they could. And so this manifests in all kinds of ways. I see retirees avoid taking the vacation they wanted, avoid buying the second home, whatever the case may be. It has a real impact on lifestyle. And here's the solution I can offer. Just create a financial plan. Get a financial plan some way, whether it's a financial advisor, a free tool online. A financial plan is just designed to answer important questions for you about your financial future. So the one we're talking about here is how much can I spend in retirement? A financial plan can articulate that for you very specifically and tell you how much you can spend every single month, including one-off vacations, whatever the case may be. Also, I'm going to offer right now to create a free financial plan for you. So if you post your retirement goal in the comment section below and ask for the help, I'm going to give it to you for free. So I will create a financial plan with the software that we use for all clients called Right Capital. We'll address your goal. We'll resolve the uncertainty. Along these same lines of underspending, I wanted to talk about a little bit of the origins for where it can come from. Oftentimes, the reason that we are underspending our income, the reason we have a fear about running out of money, relates to an origin story that happened to us, a formative experience that was either in childhood or in early adulthood. It creates an anxiety that manifests as a financial concern. And I want to tell you a quick story on this and how we can address and resolve it. I have a client who, when she was about to enter her freshman year in college, her parents told her that they would fund her tuition. Fast forward 2 months prior to school starting, her dad suddenly passes away. And when she talks to her mom about funding college, her mom says, "Sorry, I can't help you. I'm not paying for it." Money's scarce, and she's not able to live the future that she really expected. Fast forward, this client's now in retirement. She has $7 million to her name. And to this day, she is still carrying around food in her purse for fear that everything that she has will suddenly be taken away and that she'll be hungry. You can say that that's irrational, but what I would suggest is that a lot of us have formative experiences like that early on that are affecting our behavior today. They're probably nothing to do with college tuition, but something may have happened that's giving you anxiety or uncertainty about the future. And to this, I want to say, here's the solution. Just consider separating your anxiety from what's going on financially. You might be thinking to yourself that, hey, if I get to a $1 million portfolio or a $3 million or $4 million portfolio, then I won't have anxiety anymore. I'm going to offer for you that may not be the case. You could hit those goals and you will still potentially be feeling the same anxiety. In fact, you may have noticed yourself moving the goalpost before. So on this, I want to suggest that working with a counselor or a therapist is like magic. It may not eliminate the anxiety altogether, but it can certainly reduce the volume and intensity on it. The second regret I've seen is retiring without a new purpose. So let me explain what I mean by that. We get so invested in our careers that they become a source of meaning and purpose for our lives. And when we retire, we lose that purpose. So it becomes really important to start thinking about, okay, what am I going to fill my day with? What kind of joy and meaning can I create for myself in this next chapter of my life? I want to tell you a quick story about a client that I work with that kind of encapsulates what's possible here without money. So I have a client who worked as a small business owner for decades, had a great career, and when he retired, he just decided, for this next chapter of my life, I want to help people. And so he started volunteering. And specifically what he's been doing is kind of acting as a driver for seniors. So what he does is he drives to a senior center and he shuttles seniors to fun activities, whether it's the casino, amusement park, things like that. And here's what he's found. When he shows up, their faces just light up. They could not be happier to see him. And it's just given him this incredible sense of joy because he's seeing that, hey, this is the best day of these folks' week or their month. And it's just giving him a sense of joy and meaning that wasn't even available during his career. And by the way, his wife also loves it because it's keeping him out of the house. So everybody is a winner here. So I've just found that retirees who stay engaged both with everyday activities, but also socially, they not only tend to live longer, but they tend to report higher happiness. They're happier in their life. And there's actually a study out of Harvard that has lasted over 80 years. And what it found is that loneliness is as deadly as smoking. It's as deadly as alcoholism. So building quality friendships and quality interactions in your everyday really counts. Last thing I want to offer here is another way to avoid this kind of regret. And it's to start by thinking of what's going to excite you about your day-to-day in retirement. What's going to get you fired up? So there are 3 questions I want to share with you. These all come from George Kinder. He calls them the evoke questions, and there are 3 of them. The first is the lottery question. This is, hey, what would you do if money was no object? I think what you'll find if you answer that for yourself is that what you'd want to do doesn't necessarily require that you have sums of money larger than you currently have. The second question is, let's say the doctor tells you have 1 to 5 years left to live, but you'll be healthy until you pass. What would you do with that remaining time? I think asking that for yourself helps you prioritize both your time and energy and really understand, okay, what is important for me based on my values, my family connections, friend connections, and things like that. The last question is the last day question. So it's just, if you have 24 hours left to live, what do you regret? Now, with 24 hours left to live, there's not much we can do, but I think answering this question, while it's a heavy one and it can bring up some sensitive topics, I think it can help illuminate what's important for you in terms of your values, your family connections, and it can help you prioritize what time you do actually have available left. So in answering those 3 questions, again, I want you to think about what kind of activities, what kind of connections, what kind of passions bring meaning to your life. Start thinking about those now, and you can live a much more meaningful retirement with it. Okay, friends, I hope that video was helpful. If so, please do share it with someone who might value it. In the meantime, I want to share that my firm is Farnam Financial. We serve clients who are nearing or in retirement, and the value we add is helping turn your financial house into a financial castle. All I mean by that is, to us, a castle represents things like security, protection, longevity, and peace of mind. We're trying to deliver those same benefits for our clients and their financial life. So if you're curious about how we can help you, please visit us at farnamfinancial.com. Thanks.